Hi guys, so I'm going to be doing my July wrap up, which is really late, and also pretty incredibly pathetic. I only read 2 full things in the month of July. Yeah, it's been a hard reading month for me, but yeah. Let's just get started with it. First I read Animaniacs. I'm not exactly sure who the author is, but it's a DC Comics, and it has Natural Born Jokers, Pulp Fractions, and Reservoir Mice in it. And I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Animaniacs is my favorite cartoon of all time. And so, just reading this was a lot of fun, and I loved being with my favorite characters again. And the first half of this is basically the Animaniacs and their antics. Then the second half is Pinky and the Brain, with the Brain trying to take over the world as he does every night. And yeah, so I highly recommend this if you love the Animaniacs cartoon. You will really love this. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. 5 out of 5. And then the second and final thing that I read, which is really short, is Range's Apprentice, Book 1, Runes of Gorlan by John Flanagan. This is actually a reread for me. I read this for the first time in like late middle school-ish, but I figured it was time to give it a reread. I was in the mood for a short middle grade fantasy, so I picked this up and to reread, and I just love it just as much as when I read it the first time. 5 out of 5 stars. It's the first book in a series. I think it's a 12-book series, but all the books are like this, like really short. But it's really good and really fun, and I love the writing, I love the world, I love the characters, I love the plot, I love everything about this, and yeah. It's a great book if you like middle grade fantasy. Highly recommend this. And then I also started 2 books in July. The first one being the Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Maureen Johnson. I got about that far into it. I've been kind of reading a story or 2 here and there to just kind of get through it, because that's how I like to do things when they're broken up like that. I like to read like a story or 2 here and there, just and slowly make my way through it. But so that's what I've been doing with this, and I really like it so far. I've read 4 or 5, almost 6 stories, 5-6 stories out of this so far, and I really enjoy it. And yes, it's just so much fun being in that world again with Magnus Bane and just the Shadowhunter world in general. And I look forward to finishing that this month. And then at the end of the month, I started Dear John by Nicholas Sparks. I'm about that far through it, like on page 61. But I really like this as well. When I started it in the month, the first day I started, I read like that much. I only read like these couple little pages here within the last like couple of days, but I read like all this in one day, and the writing's not necessarily big. It's kind of tiny writing as well, but I really enjoy this as well so far, and I'm going to finish this month. And yeah, that is what I read in July. Like I said, it wasn't the best reading month for me because stuff with life is a thing that happens, and you don't really know what's gonna go on in it. So yeah, anywho, that is it for this video. Let me know what you read in the month of July down below. Hopefully read more than I did. But I look forward to reading a lot more in August. And yeah, that is it for this video. Till next time, bye!